Morning all, it's day 18 for me today of the 28-day Superjuiceme with Jason Vale on the world's biggest juice detox. I haven't posted any videos for a couple of days because I've been quite busy at home, and I just felt that I didn't really have much to say the last couple of days, so I've kind of accumulated a few things to talk to you about today. I'm still on track, still juicing, still doing the 4 a day, although the last couple of days I've sort of missed my timings and have actually only ended up having 3 juices a day, which is a bit naughty really. Although my water intake I've taken right up to 2 litres a day. So today's target is to make sure that I have all 4 juices, because I don't want to put my body into starvation mode and then weight loss stop. I bought a couple of new toys this week. I say toys. I bought a dehydrator, 9 tray Excalibur Sedona, Excalibur 26-hour timer. It's kind of the last thing I wanted for my juicy corner, so that's been on the go. It was on yesterday with parsnip crisps and aubergine bacon in, which I came down to this morning and fished them out of the dehydrator, and I have had a taste. Lovely, really nice. I'm really pleased with it. So they're bagged up, and today is banana chips and tomatoes, and there's a couple of apples and pears in there as well, just to fill up all the 9 trays really. In fact, I still didn't fill up all 9 trays. I think I've used about 6 or 7 of them. I managed to pick up a bag of bananas in Morrison's, about 6 bananas for 49p, so it makes it a cheap treat. So it'll be interesting to see what they taste like when they're finished. The other thing I've bought is a rebounder from Jason Vale's site. I have got a rebounder, but mine's very hard, and I wanted something that was a bit softer on my joints. So that's been assembled yesterday, and I've had a go, and I had his video running and I couldn't do it. I did about 15 minutes and then I had to stop because I was proper out of puff, and I can't do all the different moves. I feel a bit unstable, and I think that's to do with core strength, because obviously I'm quite considerably overweight still and very unfit. My core strength is really bad, so I didn't feel entirely safe. So I'm sticking with maybe just jogging on the spot at the moment until I kind of get used to that sensation of bouncing. I had to be a bit careful because I've got quite a low light in my lounge, and I was a bit concerned that if I bounce I might hit the light. But anyway, that's my new toy in that respect. My other new gadget that's turning up today is I've got a treadmill coming that we ordered at the beginning of the year in the sales. So unfortunately my other half is working down in London at the moment, so I shall have to wait until he's back to assemble it for me. But the plan is to have that up in the lounge. It's going to take up some space in my lounge, but needs must. And I've kind of said to myself that if I'm watching TV, then I should really be doing some walking on the treadmill. The weather's a bit naff here, and going out isn't particularly nice at the moment, so at least that way I'm getting some extra exercise. I'm still doing my half-hour bike every day. I'm trying to do this when I get out of bed first thing in the morning, because it's right next to my bed, and in all honesty, I found it much easier to get out of bed, put some joggers and a t-shirt on, jump on the bike, do the half-hour, and then jump in the shower and come downstairs and get everything else done, rather than coming downstairs, doing everything, and then going back upstairs for the exercise. So yeah, that's all going quite well, and set myself a bit of a challenge from Saturday or Sunday, not sure which day yet. My plan is, I've got one of these, it's a Garmin Vivo Fit. In fact, you can see mine's got red on it, which means I should be moving around more. And it's like a pedometer. Well, it's the same thing as a pedometer. It's got a heart rate monitor and some other stuff on this particular one. But my challenge from either Saturday or Sunday is going to be to try and do at least 10,000 steps a day. And I've set the challenge to some of the other guys on one of the Facebook groups, Juice 365, who we are, which is the group that I'm on. I'll give you a link to that in the comments below, to see if anybody else is up for the challenge as well. So we've got a bit of a little competition going on, and I believe there's an app you can download somewhere. The one I've found is only American at the moment, that you can put in the total distance that you've walked, and you can walk, for example, I think this has got like Central Park, or places in America that you can actually walk even though you're not actually walking there, if you see what I mean. Kind of gives you a bit more of a visual, and I work quite well on visuals. So the other thing is as well, Neil Martin, the natural juice junkie, put up a challenge. Well, not really a challenge. He made a shot yesterday, which was half a lime, a large chunk of ginger, and a whole red chilli. Haven't been to the shop yet to buy these ingredients, but he knows me too well. By the very fact that he's put that up, he knows my head's going to go, oh, well, that's a challenge, I've got to do that. So that's my plan also over the weekend, is to have a go at that shot. I did make some of my own shots this week with half a lemon, ginger and turmeric root. Made about 10 and put them in the freezer, in the thought that turmeric root is awful. It just dyes, well, not awful, it's good for you, but it just dyes everything bright yellow. And the thinking behind it was, well, if I do a whole batch in one go, then at least I'm only staining the juicer the once, and it has stained the juicer. In spite of putting lemon after the turmeric and putting it straight in hot soapy water and giving it a good scrub. But you know what? So what? It's stained. It still works. It's still functional. Yeah, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't really matter what it looks like as long as it works and it's doing the function that it's supposed to do. Who cares? So they're all in the freezer. They've come out quite thick. So in fact, what I've been doing is defrosting one in the morning, then adding a little bit of filtered water to it, and then that's my shot for the day. So yeah, I'm still on track, still going strong, and my head at the moment is trying to work out what I'm going to do food-wise now. So the more I'm getting into this, especially with the raw food stuff that we've done with Neil last weekend and then his next one in February, I'm thinking that I'm going to try and put some more raw food in during the week as well. Maybe go, you know, vegetarian, borderline vegan, bit of raw. I don't really want to label myself, but I kind of want to have my head around the different things that I could do so I don't slip back into old habits. Anyway, I hope everybody else is getting on all right, and let me know how you're all doing, and I'll catch up with you in the next day or so.